Hi, everyone. Welcome to another brand new episode of Did That Age Well, the podcast where we recap and review movies from the past and talk about how they hold up. I'm your host, Molly Smith, and today I want to start off by giving a huge shout out to Spider Moving Company. Thank you so much for sponsoring Dude IDK Studios. If you want to get a free quote on moving and storage services, you can go to spidermoving.com. And if you want to give them a follow on Instagram, I'll have a link to that in the episode description. Also, I definitely recommend looking up some of the upcoming shows at Dude IDK Studios, where we record and produce the podcast. Lots of fun comics coming through, local folks having shows here. It's a really good time and a really fun space. So give a follow on Instagram at Dude1DK. The I is a 1. Now, I am just delighted to have my friend Kelly O'Connell on the pod. Welcome.
Thank you. Oh my God, it's so nice to be here with you.
It is so nice to be here with you too.
I'm psyched to talk about this movie with a new girlfriend.
Yes.
Because there's so much to talk about.
I know. And there's something so delightful about having a new friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
We have a lot of ground to cover.
Oh my God.
From a friendship standpoint, from
Yes.
talking. And I think starting to talk about this movie is
Yeah.
a good foundation for us as
I agree.
a friend.
This is big for us. And if nobody watches or listens to this, I don't care. But please do continue listening and watching.
I think they'll like it. I do.
I really think they're going to like it too. Kelly, what's new with you? What's going on? You're back from France,
I'm
obviously.
back from France. I took myself on a 40th birthday trip, and I went out in full, as much sparkle and pizzazz as possible. I rented a chateau for 20 of my friends and family.
So fun.
And had the most wholesome, wonderful, creative, spacious time. And now I'm back, and I am feeling so creative. And
that's amazing.
it's getting poured into my art, my work, and it feels really good.
That makes me so happy.
Thank you.
And I loved the visual art that came out of your trip to France.
Yes.
Felt like I was there looking out a window.
I love that. Yeah. Travel is like such an expansive thing for me. I mean, talk about just being in a different place to change perspective.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I just love how I'm thinking right now. I feel so expansive, just like being out like in the sunflower fields, but like here in Denver, but like in this mind, it's feeling good.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. Everyone take yourself on a trip.
Please,
If you can.
And bring some friends.
Take your friends.
And like, I promise, like, it's scary because like, I didn't think I could plan a trip like this.
Yeah.
And my friends didn't think they could go on a trip like this.
Yeah.
And we all
You're
did.
going to say your friends didn't think you could either.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was
could be
debatable.
true as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did lose our passports.
Look.
Like, we've got it. Like, things got real.
It wasn't gonna be perfect.
No,
Certainly
it's
not.
real life. It's real life.
It's life, everyone. We're not here to sell you on the idea that you're not gonna lose your passport.
That is a possibility.
That is possible.
But don't, guys, don't. You don't need to. Leave
you
them.
don't need to.
Just don't carry them around. It's a very simple lesson.
You really just put them in the safe. That's what they say to do.
We're living and learning day after day.
I once dated someone who lost his driver's license, and he carried his passport with him everywhere as like a form of ID. And I thought, that thing's getting lost.
That could end poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just locally.
Yeah.
So leave your passports at home.
No.
What's going on with Kind and Funny?
Gosh, I'm 3 years into being my own boss and running my own branding agency, and God, it gets better with age, to be honest.
So cool.
I just learned so much through experience, and having 3 years under my belt, like I've just learned so much about kind of my work and where I can really help people shine, and that feels really good.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
And I have my best friend, my boo, as my business partner, and so like doing that together is pretty special.
Yeah. He's a real cool guy.
He says hi, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hi too.
Yeah.
He's coming to my party on
Oh,
Friday,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We're ready to rage.
All right, good. Listeners, if you haven't heard, the party of the century is happening. It will be probably 2 weeks in the past by the time that you hear this. And so if you never hear from us again,
You know why.
You know why.
Yeah.
Okay, so you suggested this movie, Girls Just Want to Have Fun,
I sure did.
1985
I sure did.
teen dance movie. Tell me why.
Yeah. Well, it all starts around 92, I would say.
Okay.
My dad owned a video store,
So cool.
and that meant I could watch any and every movie that was under PG-13 of my
Yeah.
dreams.
Absolutely.
And I did.
Yeah, you did.
I did. And when I got to this film, it was a game changer.
Okay.
It was
In
a
what
game
way?
changer. I saw myself in the character. I was at Catholic school, so we had a lot of
Oh, you and
like-
Janie.
yeah, we had a lot of commonality from the start. And I and still am such a visual learner.
Yeah.
I realized on the rewatch like how much I learned from these characters at that age.
Okay.
Which
About your visual aesthetic.
about like friendship.
Yeah.
Like the characters are like high school age, right?
Yeah.
And I was probably watching this in my preteens. So I got to kind of get this glimpse into a world of like how to create really cool friendship. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw myself in these people a lot,
Yeah.
both then and now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you're a girl's girl.
I am. And I'm
are.
pretty sure it was this movie that
Yeah.
like taught me the basics.
Yeah. When you what is it that the little brother tells Janie, like when you run into trouble you gotta rally the troops or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
God,
And you really do.
you do.
And these girls did.
And like the Helen Hunt character is just like so epic.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, like she believes in Janie's dream before like Janie believes it herself. And having a friend like that
Yeah.
is like a special, special gift.
Totally.
Yeah.
When you find a person who really likes the one thing that you really like,
Yes.
ooh,
Oh gosh.
and then the rest is
Time
history.
stops.
Time stops.
Yes.
And she saw her from across the classroom and she said,
Yes.
you
I
are
love
going to be my
dance.
friend.
It was
I love to dance.
oh, it's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. This movie was directed by the same guy who did Back to School, which was kind of interesting to me. I guess that's kind of I don't know, it's a comedy as well, but I really don't see a lot of crossover in these films. I kind of said, what?
I haven't seen the other one.
Back to School?
Yeah. Is that something that I should dabble in?
My dad really likes it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you are curious about like, my
mean-
dad's taste in movies.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of, now that I'm on, like in this era too, like mid 80s, like
Yeah.
I could see more of the culture there.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'll check it out.
Okay, yeah, check it out. See if you like it. And if you don't like it, don't blame me.
No, I will have words with your dad though.
Oh, I know you will.
Okay.
As you should.
Okay, good.
But overall, when this movie came out, critics said it's not good.
Yeah.
And the box office said, yeah, it's not that good.
I mean,
It was not beloved
Yeah.
when it came out, but they ran it on cable so much. This is like one of those movies that ran on cable so much that eventually it just developed a cult following. People were just like, well,
yeah.
I guess we like this because we see it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, that plays a role.
It certainly does.
You have to be able to see it in order to appreciate it.
That's true.
And it has to be forced to you on cable
Yeah.
in many cases.
Right. And I wonder, like, what's the equivalent of that now? Is it in, like, your Netflix recommended or, like, the top 10 watched today? Like, what is the thing that's, like, getting bad movies in our faces to eventually turn them into cult classics?
100%.
Like,
It's the top 10.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Absolutely. The amount of...
Garbage.
Yeah, I was going to say trash, but garbage sounds so much gentler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like, oh yeah, this has got to be like
Yeah.
everybody.
You're like, everyone's watching it.
Oh boy. But I mean, it's water cooler talk, right? Like that.
Exactly.
That's usually what gets me through. If it is bad, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll at least like we can talk about this with all the
Right.
other 100 million people that have watched it.
Exactly. And then you have something to, if you eventually do find the one thing that you really like, and then you're in a classroom and there's another girl who's like, oh, I love this thing. And then time stops and then you can be best friends.
Yeah, we know how this works now.
Yeah.
We've seen it modeled
seen
and
it.
we're ready to
Yeah.
implement.
But we have to go through so many bad shows and movies in order to
Yes.
get there.
Yes,
Ugh.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And I feel like it's getting harder too.
Yeah, totally. Which is wild because it's so hard to get anything made.
Yeah.
And then I see the things that are getting made. I'm like, how and why did they do that?
Oh, yes. I asked myself that many a time.
As creative people, we must constantly be asking the question, why not me? But actually, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why not? Why?
I mean, that's pretty much how I started my business.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked myself, and that's how I became an artist. I
Right.
think like the continued ask,
Yeah.
yeah, why not me is a big one.
Yeah. Yeah. And you gotta
And then I
ask
do it.
Yeah. But then also the flip side of that coin, unfortunately, is, but why them? Why'd they get it?
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
That's slippery. We don't want to go there. But that's one thing I liked about the two best friends in this movie is that they weren't competitive with each other.
No.
I mean, they were competitive against like the little rich girl.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course they had to have an enemy.
Yeah, the villain and the stakes in this is
Yeah.
also kind of a highlight of mine.
Yeah.
Just like they are low. The
Yeah.
stakes are low.
The stakes could not be lower.
Yeah, the conflict is minor.
Yeah. The conflict is we don't like her because she's rich and she calls her dad daddy and he calls her princess, which I hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's kind of the extent of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this was kind of the early stage of Sarah Jessica Parker's career.
Yes.
So interesting to see stars before they were really who they are
Yeah.
now. So interesting to see SJP as a Catholic schoolgirl,
Yeah.
kind of like meek, shy. She's like, oh, I don't know. I guess I just love to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a fan of hers since
Yeah.
since watching this. And so obviously went through the Sex and the City stage and era. And I definitely see like parts of her and that character. Like there still is this like need and want for self-expression that like obviously a lot of her characters like have.
Totally.
And I think it's cool to have this as a starting point for kind of that and the self-expression in this case is like the dance and the
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And also just like in finding a friend, like it seems as though she's never had friends before.
Yeah. Yeah. Military kid,
Yeah.
move in
Totally.
every year.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so cool that what's Helen Hunt's character's name?
Her name is, I always forget.
I know. Character names are tough.
I know, it is tough. Janie and what?
Lynn.
Janie and Lynn.
Yes, Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah, I do not remember what I was saying. That was bound to happen.
You were saying that, okay, so we were talking about how she moved all the time. She's never had a best friend.
Oh yeah, and okay, so I love how it's Lynn who like kind of reels her in because I think it's clear that she's used to not making many friends. So like the fact that like her shock of when like Lynn talks to her on the bus and like changes her outfit, like I think that was the starting point of something truly magical.
Truly.
Yeah.
There is still kind of this question in my head though where I'm like, why did Lynn latch onto her? Was it simply because she said like I love to dance? Like you know,
I think that shared dream at that age, and I think like from what I'm gathering from the setting, like the Catholic school, the choir, like this is so different than that, you know, that private school. It's kind of a punk type of thing.
Yeah, totally.
And so maybe that was like not common for Lynn to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I can make her kind of a bad girl like me.
Well,
Not even a
yeah.
But it just like a little bit of it's like a little bit punk to be like,
Totally.
I'm skipping class.
Right. And I think it's so funny, like speaking of punk, like the whole punk scene of,
Oh
when
my God.
they're crashing through. It's so funny that these are like the Catholic school girl punks,
Totally. Yes.
And I think like that's how I saw myself, because I was like, I was not a real punk at all. I was the Catholic school girl that like followed the rules. So it was so cool to see a different way, but also like still kind of wholesome. I mean, minus the fact that they really ruined that party and like
but like that party needed to be ruined.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought that it was cool how she like truly orchestrated chaos.
Yes.
And just sort of watched it all burn, She's sort of the pot stir who said, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna light this grenade, throw it, and then walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power move.
A real power move.
I mean, and I guess that's what really like changed the dynamic with the dude, like he finally was like, oh, yeah, this chick has different sides to her.
Yeah. She's not just your average Catholic schoolgirl.
She loves to dance and she'll stir it up.
Yeah, totally.
If you're trying to like ruin her chances with blackmail and just being rich.
Yeah.
Lame.
One thing that really kind of rocked me when I was looking up a little bit of the background of this movie was that Cyndi Lauper was not on board.
Oh,
She was like, hey, actually, I don't want to appear in this film. You can't use my version of the song. So they had to buy the original 1979 song and title from the songwriter.
Okay.
And then they weren't allowed to like make any of the changes that Lauper had made to the song, including like several lyrics that were changed and added. So that's why it sort of sounds like the Kirkland brand.
Yes, I was actually shocked.
Song.
I was shocked. Yeah. I hadn't seen it in so long. Yeah, and so I was expecting the Cyndi Lauper version, the opening, and I was like, this is not that.
Kind of the off-brand.
Yes, this is Kirkland.
Yeah. But they really, this is the type of movie where you think like, oh, did they reverse engineer this? Like they thought of the title of a movie and then made a movie? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
They really did. They were like, oh, well, this song's really popular. Let's make a movie inspired by what? Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Girls having fun. Let's see what we can do with that.
They did it.
And they did it. Kelly, were you a dancer ever? Did you do any like performance?
I dabbled in dance.
Okay, cool.
I went through like a performance era. Yeah. I would say probably around the same time, like preteen.
Yeah.
So definitely have appreciation for it. Always like loved dancing.
Yeah.
And watching dancing. Was big into musicals and kind of like big spectacle scenes. So seeing this like in a teen film setting, I mean, that was new for me, because I was used to seeing these like music scenes and like these outdated musicals, so this was like a new thing for me. But yeah, I've always had an appreciation for dance, and honestly I think this movie, like I'm saying, like pretty much built my entire personality on it. So
I will say, for a dance movie, I still feel like there wasn't enough dancing.
Yeah.
They didn't do really like the classic like we're practicing dance montage until like the last 20 minutes of the movie.
But how good is that montage?
Excellent.
I know. I know. When you get it, though, it's like, thank God we got it.
Finally. I'm thinking we're not going to see people dance again until the tryouts.
You're right. We needed more dance.
It was like we had dance in the beginning.
Yeah.
We had dance at the end. In the middle, not enough.
No.
And I mean, I feel like it's unfair that I keep comparing this movie to Dirty Dancing, but truly, how could you not when it's the same formula except not as good as Dirty Dancing, unfortunately.
I have a horrible secret.
Oh my God, you haven't seen it. And here's the thing. Thank you for saying that.
I can't like pretend my way out
No,
of this.
you
like I mean I've done that in the past.
Yeah,
and it doesn't go well. So
Yeah,
I'm just owning
totally.
it. I'm not proud of it.
No, but
I am not proud of it.
Thank you for saying it before I just kind of went off the rails and was like, you know what I mean, and you would have to say, yes, Molly, I know what you mean.
That part is so good.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if you like Girls Just Want to Have Fun,
okay,
you're gonna love Dirty Dancing because it's very similar to this, but kind of just way better.
Just way better.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've intentionally saved some classics for me to watch.
Yeah.
Like now.
Yeah.
You know, with a different brain, like more life experience. So like maybe that's what I'm doing tonight.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I hope it is.
Yes, that sounds so fun.
That would bring me so much joy
yes.
if you watch that tonight. Okay, well let me know what you think so I can also let the listeners know.
Yeah, great.
Okay, great. Future me is so excited.
Yeah, we'll talk about this on Friday.
Oh, we'll talk about this. But basically, like the thing that I compare this to in regards to Dirty Dancing is, of course, there's a girl who's a little bit shy. She's sort of a classic, like, wealthy, good girl. Mm-hmm. And then there's, like, this bad boy who's like, I'm working class and I'm hot.
Yeah.
And my parents never know where I am.
No. Yeah.
Never. Yeah. And the montage, like, kind of the classic montage of Dirty Dancing is very, very iconic, particularly because of the chemistry between the two lead actors who in reality like couldn't stand each other, but
their characters could.
Yeah. And there's even a scene where sorry, now we're talking about Dirty Dancing and you haven't seen it, but I'm just so excited for you.
It's prepping me. I'm ready.
There's a scene where Patrick Swayze is sort of like, he's behind Jennifer Grey and he's like moving his arm like down her body, but she's really ticklish and she keeps like laughing and he keeps getting frustrated.
Yes.
And that frustration was like real.
Yeah.
It was like, that was not acting. He was like getting really annoyed. And so then they just used it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You can't fake that.
You just can't fake that kind of annoyance. Yeah. So, anyway, but finally, once we get the dance montage, I'm like, okay.
Yes.
We got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Finally.
We did.
Yeah. One thing I also love is that you cannot get more literal than dance TV.
Oh, yeah.
That is the name of the show. It's as if this screenwriter was like, okay, we're going to, for now, while I think of a better name, this is dance TV. And they just said, you know what? Dance TV, we'll call it DTV.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like the first idea is the best.
That's true.
We don't have to overcomplicate everything.
No, we don't.
And especially thinking about the audience of like a 7 or 8 year old watching it, I appreciated it for sure. Like, totally. That's dance TV. That's what you do. You dance.
This is a PG movie.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that the kids understand. I saw this movie when I was pretty young too. I was in elementary school. I was at a sleepover. Okay. And I haven't seen it since then. Okay. This is the first time I had watched it in like 25 years.
Okay, yeah. How was the experience?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you remember watching it as the child?
I remembered that I was like, oh no, is she going to win the competition?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Because that is kind of the perspective of a child watching
this winning movie. It was crucial. You're right.
Yeah.
We gotta.
Yeah. And watching it as an adult, like I didn't remember a lot. So it's like once they introduced like the public school boys, I was like, well, obviously I know where this is going.
Right.
And then when they introduced like the bitchy rich girl, I was like, we know where this is going. And then the moment that she tells Lynn, oh, my dad is really strict, I was like, I know where this is going. Yeah. And it all turned out that way.
Yeah. There's not a ton of surprises.
No, not a lot of surprises. No.
Although, wait, okay. I think there is. Lynn's fashion.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you watched it as obsessively, but like,
sure.
I mean, iconic.
Yeah.
Her, and I remember actually watching, especially like she wears some kind of like lizard hat or like grasshopper hat.
Yeah.
That's just like at the time it was like something. I mean, I still have never seen that in real life. And
Never seen anything like
I
it.
think there were a lot of surprises when it came to fashion. So
Yeah.
that kept me engaged.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
From scene to scene, you say, what am I going to get next?
Plot wise, we knew where it was going, but we had no idea what the fits were going to
What
be.
will she be wearing?
Yeah.
Which is really impressive for a movie where they spend a lot of their time at school in uniforms.
Yeah.
You know, for them to keep us guessing all the time. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You know, something that Janie says that I think is timeless is anytime that she's in a room with any person, whether it's her dentist or her boyfriend or whatever, she has to ask herself, if we were the last two people on earth, would I puke if he kissed me?
Yeah.
That is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I loved her. That was the moment I said, I like this girl.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I mean, when I heard that this time, I remember like, oh, yeah. Like, I had no idea what that was at the time. Like, I wasn't kissing back then.
Yeah.
And so watching it now, it's just, God, she's a great character.
Yeah.
Like, she really is.
She really is.
Ride or die.
She's a ride or die.
Yeah.
We love that about her. Okay, so let's talk about the character that I think ages the worst, and that is that little twerp.
Yeah.
Oof. What is his name? Jeff? No, Jeff's the hot one.
Jeff is, the friend of Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff's friend. What's Jeff's friend's name?
He's like the guy selling swag.
We're just gonna call him Twerp for now. Is what I'm gonna call him. Drew?
Yeah,
is that him?
Yeah,
Drew.
Yeah.
Okay, so Drew is kind of the quintessential 1980s quote harmless boy, simply because he's like
a geek. Whatever.
But he is so predatory and gross, slimy.
Ew.
Just every time he walked into the room, I went, "Oh, this guy."
Yes. One thing I will say, which is quite obvious about most of the movie, like the characters are quite flat and one-dimensional.
Certainly.
His is the worst kind of that, because it's like, oh God, we have to listen to this guy talk again because we know like nothing good is coming out of it.
No.
Ugh.
But it's played as like,
comedy.
Oh, isn't he just such a funny little geek?
Like he's supposed to be the funny.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the comic relief. Like, oh, this guy, you know, he's not hot, so he can be he can be as creepy as he wants to women, and they'll reject him, and it's funny.
Yeah, that
yikes.
That character was a real downer.
Ugh,
real downer.
Big time.
2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs
down. Get him out of here.
He's always looking up. He's looking down dresses. He's looking up dresses. Yeah. He is being creepy to everybody.
Everyone. I put myself in my like 7-year-old body like watching this film, and the scene where he's just so horrible and like objectifies the woman, like she reacts like horrified, like hits him with the purse, and I think about that scene of like, at least like I was taught that this behavior is repulsive, like, you know, even though it was reiterated over and over again, like there was some like, no, like you can't treat women like this,
right? Like you will eventually be like punished. There will be like consequences for your actions. Yeah. But the actions and their consequences were both like kind of like, well, you know, he doesn't mean anything by it.
The consequences were not in that film, like like as they should be, which is like arrest this guy, get him off the street, but like,
get him out of here, get him out of my sight.
Yeah. 85. That was clearly a 1985 situation.
Exactly. Yeah. We see this all the time in 80s movies where it's like, well, he's on. I mean, we still see it now where it's like, if a guy is not that hot, especially if he has like youthful features, if he's kind of boyish, he can be as creepy as possible. Yeah. And everyone's just trope. Like, oh, this guy.
You're right. That really does show up in a lot of our cinema. And yeah.
And everyone's just like, oh, man. He's just shooting his shot.
No.
We
can do better.
We can do a lot better.
Yeah.
I agree. And then there's the part toward the end of the movie where Janie is basically kind of kidnapped by this guy.
Oh, yeah.
This like big tall guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, "You're dancing with me now."
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then it's like her boyfriend comes over and is like, "No, you're not. She's mine." And then the other guy's like, "No, she's mine."
Yeah.
And none of it, she doesn't have any say in
No.
that. I mean, it's literally, we literally don't even look at the camera is not on her.
Yeah, she's not even like really a part of that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's mine, but she's not even in the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like we were meant to feel satisfied when her boyfriend punches him in the face. And it's like, oh, how funny.
Yeah.
And so, you know, he saved her. But who's to say that she even wanted to dance with him?
Right.
You know?
That scene was certainly the most problematic of the film.
Yeah.
That scene did not age well. That scene has seen better days.
It has.
And I'm glad to see that we are aging out of that, at least in film, because it's been done and it's so boring.
Right.
Like, it's so boring.
I know.
I'm so over it.
Yeah. Homosocial relationships are so
It's so boring.
boring. Men talking, blah, blah, blah.
We're over it. This is called Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah, enough of the boys.
This isn't fun.
I'm not having fun and there are no girls.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here. Okay, the other thing that really kind of, I don't know, made me cringe was the relationship between, what's her name, Natalie?
Yeah.
Natalie and her dad.
Yeah.
As I said before,
Yeah.
any person who's not a toddler who calls their dad daddy,
It's not my favorite thing.
it's not my favorite thing. And if you do that, I am judging you and I'd like you to stop.
I'm not like, you do you, but like, it's not my favorite thing.
It's not our favorite.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to like watching it in this.
Mhm.
I especially hated it.
Yeah.
Daddy.
No. And he calls her princess, which is like, ew,
Yeah.
I just hated that. And in the very end, when they're preparing for the audition and Natalie is trying to rig the system.
Yeah.
And there's a scene between her and her dad where she's trying to convince him to, you know, basically cheat the game.
Yep.
And there's like this gross sexual undertone to it from my perspective, where she's like, oh, and the worst thing was that they ruined your beautiful hair. And she goes up to him with like her hand like stroking his hair. Who the fuck does that with their dad? That was gross.
Those characters weren't too believable.
No.
That was pretty gross.
Yeah. And also I do think it's funny when in movies like this, when they have their allegedly middle class characters who are clearly wealthy.
Oh yeah.
Being like antagonized by someone who is like ultra wealthy.
Yes.
As if like the other girls are like, oh, we're just normal girls.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I did appreciate he did tell her to like shut up. Like I did kind of appreciate that, just because that's what I wanted to tell her.
Yeah.
So he was able to vocalize that.
I needed somebody else to tell her that. I thought that like the way that ended, because he's worse than her.
Yes.
He's way worse than her. She's a teenager and he's a grown man
it's so
acting the same way. And the way that he was like, will you just shut up?
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, geez, I really didn't like that.
I mean,
if that had come out of Janie's mouth,
sure,
I would give her a standing ovation. I'd say, finally.
True. That's true. But like, I think he's the only one she would actually listen to.
Ah, yeah.
Like, he's actually probably like what would get her to shut up. Which again, it's like not nice. Like,
no,
I don't like, I don't want any dad to say that to their daughter, but like,
Right.
she was annoying.
Yeah. Someone needed to, you know what? Someone needed to tell him to shut up
Yeah.
as well.
That's true. There
Yeah.
needed to be like one
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Another degree removed.
Maybe like the director of the show, you know, just to like tie it all together.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a deleted scene.
Oh, I hope so. I sure hope so. Okay, so speaking of the director of the show, what were those? There was at the beginning. What were the pills
Yes,
about?
thank you for. Let's talk about.
Let's talk about the
'Cause
pills.
When this scene happened, I said to Jed, we were watching it together. I was like, "Oh, this is going to be so funny. You'll love this." Like I remember him being a funny character. When I
Okay.
rewatched it, I was like, "Oh, it's not funny. Like this
Yeah.
could be disturbing." Like
Right.
I don't know why I thought that was funny as a kid. Like
Probably because you had no idea what was going
Yeah.
on.
but yeah, that was weird. Like I
Yeah.
think it was like anti-anxiety, like heart pill, like
Sure.
because he's so stressed about.
It was like some Xanax or
I
something.
don't know. It was
I don't
weird.
know.
It was weird.
But it also kind of he was a little bit like, he was a little bit like wiry. I
Yes,
was like,
yes.
is he looking for more uppers,
once
or does he need to relax with some down? What's he
Yeah.
looking for?
once I watched it on this time around, it seemed like it was a stimulant of some kind.
Yes,
Like he was never chill.
right,
Like
never
yeah.
chill.
So it wasn't working if
Yeah.
that's what it was supposed to do.
Which, like, honestly, for the 80s, the fact that it was, you know, in pill, well, they couldn't, it's PG movie. They
Yeah.
couldn't be like, and he was doing blow.
Right. Right.
You know?
No.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that.
Couldn't do that. It was like in a prescription bottle
Yeah.
because it's PG.
And they kind of focus on it, so maybe you think that like
Yeah.
it'll come up again. It's
Nope.
a very strange little
Yeah.
side quest.
It almost makes me think, like, was there a deleted scene later? Like, were we supposed to follow up on that? Like,
I
what's
do,
the deal
I
with
do
this
wonder.
guy?
I do wonder.
I kind of want, like, I wonder if he's okay.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I
He'll
don't
give
know.
himself a heart attack
Yeah.
one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stressful. Dance TV.
It's I don't know if you heard, but it's dance TV.
Yeah.
DTV.
Yeah, DTV time.
Man, I miss monoculture. I miss when everyone watched the same
know.
thing. I mean, I like having options and all of that, but at the same time, it's like the water cooler talk. Everybody was watching
Yes.
DTV that night.
I know.
Ugh.
I know. Isn't that strange?
Yes.
That is so strange. So much of that world that we're watching. I mean, it's a different world we're in
It
now.
is.
I mean, so drastically different from
Yeah.
a technology standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
From just like culture. I mean, everything.
Everything. Yeah.
The world looks a lot different.
What did you think about the dynamic between the military dad and Janie? And like, I guess like her relationship to her parents in general, but like especially with the dad.
Yeah. It was so depressing. Like
I know, it was
it
a
seemed,
big bummer.
It seemed like such a lonely household.
Yeah. There was like no love. There was no fun.
Yeah, I mean, we have like the annoying brother. Like,
Mhm.
I'm grateful for his character because we needed something in that family.
Yeah,
but
totally.
yeah, that relationship with the father is a real bummer. And again,
Yeah.
also so one note. Like most,
Totally. They were like
most
He's
of
in the
film,
military, so
Yeah.
he's a tough guy.
like there's no dimension to most of the characters.
Yeah.
Especially his. I mean,
Yeah.
like he's the strict dad that
Yeah.
knows best, and I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I just don't understand how he's like so down with gymnastics but like so not into dance.
Yeah.
Was it because she was dancing with like a poor guy? Like I was just sort of, I don't know, I didn't really understand like what's the deal with dance.
I think it's I mean they alluded to it a little with the Catholic school and like
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
talk to boys. It just that like
yeah.
you don't talk to boys until you're out of the house. Like
That's
kind
yeah.
of like military strict. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
Yeah.
trope again.
Yeah, where he's like, you're doing what?
Yeah.
You're dancing with a boy.
Yes.
Because, you know, gymnastics famously a solo sport,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So,
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting thing to realize and
Mhm.
see. Like, obviously she's living a pretty lonely life.
Yeah.
And like dance really is like such a thing that's shared a lot of the time. So, gosh, thank God she had dance.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It opened up her life big time.
And it had to, because she was weird.
Yeah.
Like, of course she was, because she'd never had a friend before.
Yeah.
But the opening scene when she's like stumbling, trying to like introduce herself. Oh, God.
I really resonated with that scene
Yeah.
because, gosh, I'm in like a lot of new rooms now. Like I'm going to networking events, and like sometimes it's like so hard to like
Yeah.
understand how you introduce yourself. And so her like stumbling and like where do you
Yeah.
even start? Like, you guys don't know me. It's like
Right.
I resonated with just the like, this is a hard thing to do. And
Oh, yeah.
I've stumbled over my words so many times in situations like that, which like, again, it made me feel like, all right, I'm not alone in this.
I mean, who hasn't
Yeah.
felt like when someone's like, tell us a fun fact about yourself, and you're like, I've never done anything ever. There's nothing fun or interesting about me. I don't know what to say.
yes. That is
When
like
all of a
the
sudden
dreaded,
it's like
yeah.
everything
Like
leaves
nothing
your brain.
exists, nothing
yeah,
exists,
totally.
yeah.
They're like, well, what's your favorite movie? And you're like, I forget every movie I've ever watched. in this.
What's a movie?
Yeah, totally.
Can you show me one? It's
Yeah.
probably that. Visual clues.
Just need a visual clue for this one. Yeah, who among us hasn't felt that way?
Yeah.
So yeah, they made her, a little relatable
Yeah.
right from the beginning,
Yeah.
you know? So
I was thinking about like when new kids came into school,
yeah.
and I went to a Catholic school, like 1 through 8th grade. And so I was like with the same kids like year after year.
Yeah.
So whenever there was a new student,
Oh boy.
I mean, it was like so fun. Like we
Oh,
had
yeah.
fresh blood. It was like, are they
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be cute? Like,
Yeah.
what's the deal? Like,
my
are they
gosh.
funny friends? I mean,
Yeah.
so I think thinking about it from Lynn's perspective, I'm sure she was like just also
Oh my
just the
God, yeah.
novelty of someone new in a space like that. I think
Yeah.
that makes a little more sense for their friendship.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that also Lynn like probably wasn't connecting with some of the other girls at school because she's like, well, I like stuff like dance and I like,
Right.
what does she say? I'm into public school, guys.
Yeah, and like when she like does the reversible school girl
yeah.
outfit, I mean that shook me today. It shook
Absolutely.
me back then.
Yeah.
Like
Talk
that you
about
can-
unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and as someone who loves fashion and loves like a DIY approach,
Oh yeah.
I mean that holds up. Talk about
Big
did
time.
it age well? That outfit did.
Absolutely. I can't think of one thing that she wore that I was like, no.
Yeah. I
Every
agree.
fit I was like,
Mm-hmm.
big time,
Big
two
time.
thumbs up.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, it had been a long time since I had thought about or heard about a debutante ball. Like, is that a thing that people still do?
Well, honestly, I only know about it from shows and movies.
Yeah.
You know, like it's often in these teen settings,
Right.
we have like a gossip girl. Like it's been I only know it as like in like high society and film, and
Right.
so I don't know. Like I've never met anybody who was like, yeah, I was a part of it. Like
I met a couple of people
okay,
in college.
so it does exist.
But I don't know if it's like how common is it?
I mean,
Do teenagers today know what a debutante ball is?
I can't imagine.
Can't imagine.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
No.
Because
I'll
like
text my niece after and
Okay.
we'll get clarity, but
but probably not.
no.
Because I mean obviously like it is archaic. It's like a meat market
Yes.
for
yes.
marrying people who are probably inbred because they are also in
Right.
rich society. But I don't know. Like, is that why it's outdated, or is it because like it's just, or are we just so far removed from?
I saw that the debutante ball scene as kind of like a Sweet 16, and like
totally.
those being like pretty like popular and common throughout time, and I think still are in probably their own way.
Yeah,
I just think maybe it's just been rebranded like from debutante to like, well, but I guess it was like so like isolated of all just the rich folks. So
yeah, because like I think that in there's like many cultures where they have sort of like a teenage rite of
Yes,
passage,
of
like a
course.
quinceañera or
Yeah.
like a bat mitzvah or whatever. But there's something so specific about
You're
like
right.
the
You're
the
right.
debutante thing.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Oh,
It's
God.
so weird.
It is weird.
But it probably does it does exist in circles. We're just not.
I'm just not in it. When I was a younger kid, like elementary school, I was in cotillion, which I guess is like,
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like
yeah.
debutante.
What
where
was that like?
Oh, it was stupid.
Oh gosh, it sounds.
I liked it because we got to like meet boys from other schools.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Because it was like, you know, the one chance that we were gonna like meet people from outside of our regular everyday circle. But I did one thing that's like kind of messed up that I think I have never really unlearned is that we had a rule that like if a boy, so like the boys would ask the girls to dance and you would like do a foxtrot or whatever.
Okay.
And the rule was that like if someone asked you to dance, you couldn't say no. Like you were not allowed to say no if you didn't want to dance with somebody.
What?
Yeah.
Yikes.
And if someone wanted to like cut in and dance with you, you know the way that creepy guy tried to cut in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like weren't allowed to say no.
Oh, that's disturbing.
I know.
That's disturbing.
Isn't that fucked up?
I don't like it at all.
Don't like that at all.
I don't like it at all.
But I did learn like which side of the plate you're supposed to have your bread versus your drink, I guess.
Sounds so boring.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that you had to learn that lesson, and it's like something that it's
when
hard to unlearn.
I was in like 3rd grade. Boo. We don't like that at all.
So how did that come to a close? Like you didn't have a ball.
I mean, I think that it was like only for maybe 3rd through 5th graders. And then it was like after 5th grade, it was like, okay, now you don't do it anymore. I think it was just like, that's enough.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And I remember like the guy who ran it was like freaking weird. Ugh.
That sucks.
Yeah. But like I said, boys from other schools.
Right.
So that was like that was the big draw. Every week it was like, we're gonna meet boys from other schools and this is gonna rock.
That's a big marketing selling point back then. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah. I get it.
The big one. Yeah.
God, too bad you had to learn some really shitty lessons while there.
Yeah. Yeah. But thank God I know like what different forks mean.
I'm happy you know that.
And thank you so much for that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like my parents didn't care whether I went or not.
Okay.
But I think it was because like my friends went and
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that was
we needed to know that.
We needed to get that out.
We had to.
Sorry. So anyway, the debutante ball of it all was gross.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I did not like that. And let's see. Oh, one thing that really placed me in the 80s too was people drinking milk at dinner.
Oh, yes, I wrote that down.
You did?
I wrote it down.
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, that was like one thing that was very not done anymore. But at the time, I was doing that. I was like, oh yeah, God, I remember just like chugging milk at dinner, like
crazy,
hardcore.
Yeah,
like the full family, not
the whole
like,
family,
not just the child. Like everybody,
everyone.
like we'd go through gallons. Yeah,
it's wild.
I loved that little nod to a different time of a lot of milk drinking.
Just tons and tons of milk.
That was good.
That was really good.
What did you think of Jeff's dad? I was kind of surprised with his character, to be honest.
Yeah, I was surprised by him too, because throughout much of the movie, you think, so we know Janie's parents care where she is.
Right.
No one else really seems to care where their kids are. Like, he's just riding his motorcycle around all the time.
Always.
Never has to, respond to anyone.
No.
But his dad loved that his son danced. He was like, you must dance.
I know.
You got to do it.
That support. I think it was so surprising because you're seeing Janie and her dad and just that tension. And then you see like what the support of a parent does, and you're like, wow, that's just like a lot healthier of a relationship. Like,
big time.
And like the pride that the dad feels when he's at the bar, like watching it with all the people and the beer. I mean, it's like, wow. Like, that's a lot of pride to have for your kid. I like that.
Especially in a type of sport that you wouldn't necessarily expect this, like, factory working dad who's, like, watching it at a bar to be like, that's my son.
Yes, I loved that.
Twisting and turning and flipping.
Yeah, I think it was, like, one of the surprisingly more interesting characters. Because it wasn't just, like, the working class, like, trope of a like unfeeling guy.
Right.
It was like a supportive single dad. I was like,
totally.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Despite the fact that this kid could do if he could leave and do anything, he wasn't an absent father, you know?
I think Jeff is graduated high school.
You think so?
I think he's 18.
Okay.
Because I think he's like supposed to be going to trade school.
That's right.
So I think
he
is kind of technically out of the house.
Okay.
So I think that's why there's a little more freedom.
Okay.
If that makes you sleep better at night, knowing that these fictional children are taken care of.
And that does make me feel better.
Good.
Oh yeah. So okay. I'm looking at Wikipedia.
Oh, good.
It says Janie and local high schooler Jeff shine and are partnered together once they make the finals. He loves to dance, though he feels pressured to attend trade school after graduation, as his father did before him. So he is still in high school, but he might be like a senior in high school. He's a senior.
You're right, because there's one school scene where they're at the lockers.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
That's
so he's a senior.
So we'll just say he's a senior. Dad's like, I raised you.
Yeah.
And
I guess
you're kind of grown now.
Yeah, I guess his curfew is 12, and he seems to be honoring it. I don't know.
I mean, look, he was a good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't getting into trouble.
No.
He was literally just dancing.
He did flip for her.
I mean, yeah, but he was
trying to protect her.
Yeah, he wasn't just stirring the pot.
You're right. I didn't appreciate how moody he got.
Oh my God.
I was really disturbed with his lack of communication and like, hey, just bring your partner in on this. Like, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah. But again, like, how else are they going to have conflict in this film? So
of course,
they had to really lean in.
Yeah. And it almost makes you say, oh no, is he going to do it?
Right.
Is he going to come around? Oh man. You know what I wish would have happened? I wish that Janie would have just ditched him when he started being like a little bitch, and she would have just danced with her bestie Lynn.
I think that would be epic.
That would be so cool.
Why aren't they redoing this? And are they? Because this would be a good reboot to have a little. I mean, they're rebooting everything at this point.
Yeah.
And I'd love to have some tweaks.
Yeah.
I'd love to have some tweaks.
I've got notes.
Yeah.
We've got notes.
We have notes.
Oh, we've got notes.
We have notes.
And one of them is that we need someone else to tell Natalie to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie. That's not what her dad says, but spiritually it's what he says. Okay, let's see. What else was I gonna say about... Oh, yeah. There's one other thing that I just wanted to bring up that has nothing to do with aging well, but I loved watching in the scene where Janie essentially orchestrates a riot.
Yes.
The buff ladies just pick up the bench with the old people on it and just turn it around.
Yeah.
That's all they do is they pick it up.
Yeah.
And then they just turn them around. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just loved it.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like some Wes Anderson shit. Like, you know, it's like...
Totally.
And it's so, like... It's only done for, like, artistic sake. I mean, like, how they're posing, like, drinking tea. I mean, that was a good choice.
Yeah.
That was a good choice. I loved those strong women, by the way.
Oh, me too.
How badass.
I loved them.
Are we serious?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? They were so cool. And they also, like... They weren't a punchline either. They easily could have been like, "Oh, look at these!
Yeah,
look at these manly ladies!
Oh,
I bet they're lesbians!"
Yeah, no,
they were just like cool buff chicks.
like helping people out.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
remember when they lifted the car?
Oh, that was
I
awesome.
mean, they're so strong.
They're so just so
can't they
strong. And I loved that.
Yeah.
I loved that for them. Okay, well, what else do we need to discuss about Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
I mean, Milk was at the top of my list, so check. I just realized, like, watching it, how much I have always loved teen genre.
Yeah.
Like, I still love it to this day, and there's something about the age of teenagers that is compelling because they're in this in-between state between like, and it's such an interesting like thing to witness, to like enter the world as a teen. And I think this movie, while being pretty simple, like
Sure.
shows that a little bit. And I think it's a cool time to watch, and I would be so fascinated to see what teenagers think of watching this now.
Right.
Because God, I mean, talk about their lives being so drastically different.
Totally.
I mean, like
this was 40 years ago.
I mean, so different. So like, I don't even know if like they would see themselves in any of these people.
Yeah.
But it's I just love the genre. So I'm like grateful that we got to talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Me too. I think that probably young people would relate to the very first scene where Janie doesn't know how to introduce herself, because even young people have to do that.
Yes. Yes.
Oftentimes more.
Yes. So true. So
hopefully they see themselves in that and say, phew, I'm not alone.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and what about the nuns?
Oh my God.
The nuns were like...
The nuns? What, that nun that was a gymnast?
Yes.
Whoa.
Let's go.
She could have been with the buff ladies.
Yes, yes.
She looked like she had been training with them.
I wish she showed up at the party. That would have been
Me
kind of cool.
too. I wish that she was lifting that couch with that other lady. That would have been so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, but they did, the nuns were very kind of, what you'd expect of a Catholic school nun in a movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I had a couple nuns, and they weren't like that so much.
No, I think it is. I mean, I didn't go to Catholic school. Well, in college, I went to a Jesuit school, which is like, it is Catholic. There were nuns. They did exist, but they were typically like very chill.
Yeah.
I have limited experience, but my experience with nuns has been like they're pretty normal.
Yeah.
Kind of just chill nuns.
I think I had some strict ones, but not like the physically angry strict ones we saw in the film.
Totally.
But there is I did recognize the discipline that the nuns kind of created in this environment and mine.
It wasn't Sister Act, I'll say that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Now that's
a movie.
Now
that's a girl's girl.
That was on the list.
Yeah.
That was high on the
that
list.
movie.
That was high on the list.
It's a really, really good movie.
Me too. I love that movie.
I talked about that movie ages ago in the very beginning days of the pod.
Oh yeah. You've got to start there.
Oh, so good.
You've got to start there.
With our friend Chris Charpentier. Shout out, friend of the pod. But yeah, God, I need to revisit that movie just for fun.
Well, I told you your podcast has really inspired me to go back in the archives and dig up some of these old films that I had like a lot of affinity towards, and it's so cool watching it with an adult brain and just with like a ton of experience. So
oh my gosh, that makes me so happy to hear.
Oh, I have added so many to my watch list because
that's awesome.
ADHD, executive function, and like the scrolling of like, what do I want?
Yeah. You've got your list.
I've set myself up for success.
I'm not going to spend all night deciding what to watch.
Yeah. It's great. It's great. And it's
love
filled with old stuff because I'm like so bored with what's happening right now.
So true.
But
that makes me so happy because oftentimes, Kelly, people say, oh, your show inspired me to watch this old movie and it sucked and now it's ruined.
No.
And I say, that's not my fault.
No.
that someone made a movie that didn't hold up.
No, it is not. It is not your
And
fault.
thank you for that.
Yeah. We can learn from our past. We can
We
learn from our
can.
past in the movies. And,
Yes.
like, there's a lot to learn there.
It's a lot to
Yeah.
learn.
There's a lot to learn.
Oh, yeah. I'm reading this book right now about pop culture shaping how people perceived women in the early aughts, and it is
Oh.
depressing.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh, my gosh.
Bad.
Yeah.
And it's important. It's like, it's really bumming me out.
Yeah.
But it's important
Yeah.
because as a millennial woman, this is like what shaped and informed who I
Yeah.
am.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I just rewatched Ugly Betty, I told you, and
Oh, that's right.
I was going through that same just realization of like,
Mhm.
wow, like this was the culture of like really of
Yeah.
me coming to age and just like how they talk about women and like in so much of that content of that time.
Yeah.
I did a little rewatch of stuff in that era and I'm appalled. Yeah, it's appalling.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
also shocking like that it wasn't that long ago. Like
Oh my
not
God,
at all.
yeah. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah.
have work to do. Always.
Always. Always. And that's what we have to remember when we're talking about movies on this podcast, is that we're not here to ruin your favorite movie. That's the movie's fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not what we want.
No.
No.
No. We want you to enjoy rewatching from different perspective and like
Say, huh,
with
that's interesting.
yeah, and watch it with like just some curiosity.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you might even have fun.
You will.
Because what? Girls just want to have fun. Kelly, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It was so lovely. Let's talk movies. Like how fun is this?
God, how fun is this?
It's so fun.
Come on this beanbag anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's so comfy and like I just kind of want one for myself now.
Well, you should get one.
Deal.
It's you could collage on it.
Ooh.
Kelly collages everything. It's very cool.
I do. This could be next.
Watch out, beanbag. Beanbag hates to see me coming.
Here I come.
Listener, thank you so much for joining us. Please write a review, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram at Did That Age Well on Instagram, and then at Did That Age Well Pod on TikTok. We post clips and funny stuff, and just have fun, okay?
Please.
Please,
Girls just want to have fun.
Just go out and have fun.
We all do.
Yes.
Do it.
In this context, everyone is a girl. Even the boys are girls.
Let's go.
Let's go have fun. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.